What is up, guys? I am that boarding school dude. Welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to be doing something completely different. We're not going to be reviewing a school. Today, we are going to be going over the 5 things to expect when you go to boarding school. Okay, guys, welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. It really helps out. Thank you guys so much. So let's get right into this. Wow, man, the 5 things to expect when you go to boarding school. There's probably 100 things that we could talk about. I think I'm going to give you my top 5 things. My top 5 things to expect when you go to boarding school.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I've been getting a lot of emails and DMs from you guys, and you guys have a ton of questions. I mean, it's like crazy. And I'll try to give you my perspective, and I'll try to give you my help and experience of what's really going down. Number 5. The number 5 thing that I believe that you should expect when you go to boarding school for the first time is anxiousness, or being anxious. You're in a completely new environment. You don't really know anybody, and you're just kind of like, whoa, what is going on? And that's all totally, completely normal. Usually your first day, you show up, there's administrators and staff there. Hey, nice to see you again. Welcome, come on in. People are helping you move your stuff into your room. You meet your roommates, get your bed linens on, and you put your posters on your walls, and it's kind of fun. But your parents are still there. And so you still have that comfort area where it's, this familiarity of people being around you. But guess what? There comes a time in the day, usually 3 hours later, when your parents are out of there and then you're on your own. And it's a really weird feeling. You kind of sit there like, what do I do? Man, I don't know anybody. Look, we all go through it. My best advice, hang out with your roommate, get to know your roommate, go out in the hall, go into the people's room next to you, knock on their door. Hey, what's up? My name's so-and-so. What's your name?
I'm faultless.
Try to make friends quick. I always think that really helps.
I'm gonna be friends.
Yeah. You want to be my friend?
We're not gonna be friends.
Typically, these boarding schools, the staff and the administration, they keep you really, really busy for the first couple days for you to kind of take your mind off of the fact. You don't even have time to worry about you being in a new environment. There's just one activity after another after another. They usually do a pretty good job. So anyway, number 5, anxiousness. It happens to us all. The number 4 thing that you should expect when going to boarding school is you will be getting involved with things that you don't normally get involved with. You're going to be doing activities that you've never done before. You're going to be doing projects you've never done before. And this is all part of the overall experience, I think. When we go to, or day students, or we go to public school or something like that, I just kind of feel like when school is over, you go home, and whatever your normal routine is at home is just kind of your normal routine. That doesn't happen at boarding school. The academic day is completed for the day. You have other activities and responsibilities to do, whether it's sports or some sort of art or school play or the choir, or I don't know. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do, and you're going to be doing them every day until you graduate. So it's okay. Get involved. You'll meet new people. I mean, it's kind of cool. So that's the number 4 thing that you should expect when going to boarding school. Number 3. The number 3 thing that you should expect when going to boarding school is the level of competitiveness amongst your peers. When I went to boarding school, I couldn't believe the difference in how much people really took school seriously.
And you're a high school student?
Yes, sir.
What are people from Denmark called? You meet a bunch of people from Denmark.
I don't know. Denmarkians?
Very seriously. That kind of feeling permeated to the students who, kind of had a very casual approach to scholastics. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool, and people like respected you for being smart. I mean, like I remember when I went to like public school, like a lot of the like cool kids, they didn't get good grades. It didn't really matter. Very different at boarding school. I would definitely expect competitiveness. I mean, it's gonna smash you right in the face in your very first week. Trust me. Okay, so my number 2 thing to expect when going to boarding school is structure. You are going to have your day so structured that you really won't have that much free time. And that starts from the time you wake up in the morning until the time you go to sleep. Your entire day is structured. Typically, I mean, I'll just give it to you. Here's a typical day at boarding school. You wake up. You go down and get some breakfast. You finish breakfast, you go back up to your dorm, you get showered, change into your school clothes, go down for like a morning meeting, then the academic day starts. Midday, you'll have lunch, followed up by more classes, and usually around like 3:15, 3:30, your classes are done. And then you go to your extracurricular activity. Most people do sports, but other people do other things. After that's done, you may have about a half hour of free time before dinner. You'll go to dinner, and you may have like another half hour or hour of free time after dinner before like required study hall begins. And that's across the board, guys. I mean, this happens at every school. So this is what it is. After study hall at night, you might have another half hour, 45 minutes to an hour of free time. And then it's kind of time to get settled in your dorm. And then about a half hour after that, it's usually lights out. You'll do that every day. You will wash, rinse, and repeat every single day.
Well, smells okay.
Now on weekends, it's a little different. Granted, some schools have Saturday classes or half-day Saturday classes, but for the most part, Monday through Friday, guys, structure. And you know what? Man, there's some of us that just need that. I know I needed it. And I really thrived in that kind of environment. The less free time I had, the less percentage chance I had of kind of like getting in trouble. So that's number 2. Okay, so here we are at number 1. The number 1 thing that you should expect when you go to boarding school. You will make, unequivocally, lifelong friends. Now, you can say that about a lot of high schools across America, but it's different at boarding school because you are cohabitating with people at a very impressionable age that most other people don't get to experience. It's kind of like having a sleepover with 100 of your friends every single night. It's crazy. Strangers will become acquaintances. Your acquaintances will become friends. And your friends will ultimately become kind of like your family. It's really weird. They become like your brothers and sisters. I have like friends now. They're like my brothers from another mother, I have friends who were girls from boarding school. They're kind of like my sisters from another mother. It's crazy. But that's the number 1 thing that I think that you should expect when going to boarding school. It's a great experience. You have to soak it all in. It's not always easy at times. It can be very challenging. And challenges are good. We need challenges in life. There's always going to be hurdles. You got to find a way to get over them. If you can make it through, I promise you, you will have lifelong friends. So guys, I know that's a very quick video. Hopefully that helps. I'm sure in the comments section, you guys will either praise this or destroy this. This is just my opinion. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you think. And we'll see you for the next episode.